Nabi, you better be in class!
Hello everybody, welcome to a reading vlog. For the entirety of the morning, I pretty much was in class, more or less paying attention. I actually participated today, so that's always an accomplishment. Right now, I'm just so hungry. I had a bagel in the morning, but now I'm pretty much starving. So I'm going to clean up the kitchen because it's a mess, and my mom's going to be getting home in an hour, and then I'll make myself something to eat. I'm aiming to read 2 pieces of literature over the course of this video. The first being Blue Nights by Joan Didion. I'm listening to the audiobook. It's a memoir. It's going really good. I've read The Year of Magical Thinking by her a few summers ago, and I just really enjoyed it. There's just something so pleasing about listening to rich people talk about their struggles. It's just so lavish, even though it's talking about grief and the death of her daughter. I might be sounding insensitive, but that's how I perceive rich people. Objects of entertainment. The next book I'm reading is The God of Small Things by Arundhati Roy, and this is a book we're actually reading for one of my book clubs. I read The Ministry of Utmost Happiness by her last summer, and I fairly enjoyed it. I did have some critiques, but overall I just found it like a really good body of work. And this is her debut novel, for which she actually won a prize. And I've read the first maybe 10 pages and liked what I read. It's a little bit confusing and disorienting, but I'm hoping to read that as well throughout this week. I also have some avocados in the fridge that we want to mush up and make some guac so I can have some toast in the morning, and we don't want the avocados to go bad, so I'm probably going to be making that as well. But yes, let's get to it, and hopefully I can get out of my reading slump because I haven't read a book all of March, all of April, and we are nearing the end of May.
It's the work of art, I ain't cock a Mona Lisa. Dream of rockin' crown, see me filling up arenas. We got me laughing like a damn hyena. Yeah, I live a life pretty similar to yours. Used to go to school, hang with friends and play sports. Every single summer taking trips to the shore. And that was all gravy, but I knew I wanted more. Ain't ever seen a young rapper like one. Can't believe they asked, swear it's just a mirage. Still got my training wheels in the garage, but I ain't gonna need those, I'ma go hard. So far, I've done pretty well for myself. Couple trophies on the shelf, so what else could I want that I don't have yet? Well, a little more cash in my own fast jet, so I can go anywhere. Cali for the kush, cause boy, I know there's plenty there. About to be in music stores everywhere, but not yet. They can't understand my concept. I've been climbing up the Great Wall, haven't had a fall yet. These vlogs gotta know I'm on next. Clean conscience, good Samaritan. Company send me clothes, so I'm wearing them.
No natural parent stood up at the courthouse and exercised his or her.
Everything I got recorded by a big
What I would not read on the phone with Dr. Watson called me. I ran into her Diana glasses and it occurred to me. I wanted to dance. She brings into my work. I couldn't back to the intern. I still hear her crying out to the intern. She was wearing Christopher Louboutin shoes, heels, a baby. That year, 1966, to more even adjust the plan. We cancelled, it turned out, because John had to finish the book he had contracted to write about Cesar Chavez and his national pheno. And I mentioned Saigon at all, only by way of suggesting the I had been handed this perfect baby out of the blue at Singapore in the morning, and only multiplied as the date of the visit approached. What if the social worker were to notice that Marcelia spoke only Spanish? His papers. What would the social worker put in her report if she divined that I was entrusting the perfect baby to her? Víbora in Los Angeles meant snake, and snake in Los Angeles meant rattlesnake. I was relatively certain that the rattlesnake was a fantasy, but I nonetheless guided Arcelia and Quintana inside, then turned to the Celia pretends she sees a snake. We all laugh. Because you can see, there is no snake.
apologize for the loudness going on my street right now. We always have kids playing outside despite the COVID restrictions. I'm not telltale though. And they're just making a lot of noise as per usual. In terms of reading updates, so I completed the first chapter of The God of Small Things, and I'm really intrigued. The writing, I'd forgotten how well Roy writes and how unique and disorienting her writing really is. And I'm actually really involved at this point. However, because there's so many characters and they all have different relations going on, I feel like a family tree would have been useful in the book. So it's going to probably take me a while to get used to knowing who's who and what's referring to. In terms of Blue Nights though, I'm basically almost actually done the audiobook. I remember getting a little bit annoyed by how rich, lavish, and privileged Joan Didion, her story kind of really is. The thing that makes her memoirs bearable, the thing that both made The Year of Magical Thinking and Blue Nights bearable, is that she never denies her privilege. In fact, she just blatantly states it. So she'll be like, oh, I had dinner with XYZ producer, or we were swimming in the Mediterranean. I feel like one of the biggest pet peeves is when rich people pretend they're not rich, or rich people pretend they can relate to regular people, and she doesn't do that, which is what I think makes her writing actually good and actually enjoyable to read. It's reading about her rich lifestyle and within her memoir is actually an enjoyable experience because she's not trying to make it seem like she's one of us. She's just telling us how it is, and it's actually a good time. Blue Nights is a lot more about parenting and about herself kind of being alone in her family. She's the only one left. Her husband's gone and her daughter's gone, and her really aging and realizing she's not young anymore. She's talking about these really regular human issues. Even rich people get old, even rich people lose people, even rich people experience grief. And the way she paints them, despite her lavish lifestyle, it's a very sort of universal kind of message. But it's a nice evening right now. It's been super windy all day. Summer is nicely underway. It's pretty early, and I'm enjoying myself. Also, I'm severely heartbroken because I've watched basically all of Reply 1988 except for the last episode, and I am feeling the second lead syndrome really hard. But that's that.
What's happening? Stop! Hey! Zehra, what's happening? Oh my god.
She looks so look at the brother.
You look older. She grew out her hair.
It's supposed to keep you full longer.
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. No
She
way.
ate 2 a day.
2? I thought 3.
I don't know. There was a dietitian that reacted to her diet.
What would they say?
They're like, it's so bad. They're talking about K-pop vibes.
What? As soon as he should. I need this diet. I told you, the BTS guy was like, which one was it? I think it was like View or something. I don't know which one. But I was watching the video, and they're like, yeah, they're like, wow. Oh wait, who was it? Let me think. I think it was Jen. And he was like, wow, your cheeks look so slender. And he was like, yeah, I only drink water for 5 days. And like, only 5 days though. Only 5 days. Like, goddamn. How do these men eat? Poor Nessa Robbie's like,
Robbie's like my 2 days one night is cheat day.
he said that?
Yeah. Otherwise, no. And then he sent a picture of him drinking a chicken breast smoothie.
Ew!
Like he said it in the 2 day one night chat.
How do you know this?
Because they posted a picture of it.
And what?
So it's currently actually really cold outside. It's around like 4 degrees, which is crazy because last weekend it was almost 30 degrees. But that's just the beauty of a southern Ontario weather. It's very bipolar. You really never know what to expect. I've made some like a warm quote-unquote detox drink because I'm really trying to fix up my forehead acne. The good news is I did finish off Blue Nights by Joan Didion, and I have to say the ending of that book was very sad. Normally there's sort of like an uplifting, normally you would expect a memoir to have some sort of glimmer of hope at the end, some sort of way to kind of uplift the reader, but it ended on a very sad note, and I guess that's just kind of the reality. She was really kind of, Joan Didion was really kind of reminiscing, especially towards the end of the book, the process of aging and how she realizes the people she wants to tell that she's aging, the people that she wants to take care of are like no longer there. Her husband's no longer there, her daughter's no longer there. And she's just talking about how she doesn't really have anybody anymore. And I mean, there's no kind of way to hopefully end that sort of a book, right? But overall, I think I would give this book around a 4 stars. I think I preferred The Year of Magical Thinking, mostly because it ended on a bit of a happier note, and I felt a little bit more connected to the overall story. This one was honestly just depressing, however the writing was just as good, and I felt like in a lot of ways it was a little bit more approachable. The Year of Magical Thinking had a lot more like medical terms, as she described John's illness and her own sort of struggles, whereas Blue Nights was a lot more flashbacks to Quintana's childhood, all of that sort of stuff. I've immediately picked up another audiobook because that is the way by which I entertain myself productively while I'm doing things. So I've started Think Again by Adam Grant, and I'm really enjoying it. Adam Grant really just sounds like a young entrepreneurial guy. Even though he's a prof and he's a psychologist and he's really experienced, he just gives off a very approachable vibe, which is something I always look forward to. I'm really enjoying it so far as well.
Let him take confession.
Shut up. Just what? Don't. Wait.
No. No.
Shh.
No. Turn the shit off. What do you mean? What do you mean I'm joking? What do you mean I'm joking? No, what do you mean I'm joking? He never confessed.
Look at him. Shut up. It smells so cute. Let's watch it. Stop screaming.
I wasn't even fully team Jungwon. I love her so much.
Shh.
Why are you recording me? Imagine someone loving you so much and you saying no to them.
That was the worst thing I've seen in my life.
That was
It was too painful to watch.
It's so sad. What? You're such a... Stop.